Good morning. Today, we are going to talk about all those basic tools and supplies that you have to have if you want to make really awesome projects. So you can see on the right over here, I've got a list that includes all different kinds of adhesives, that includes tools like the silicone craft mat. You got to work on a surface that's going to protect your paper so you're not throwing away the base papers all the time. This thing is awesome. Adhesive sheets. Let's see, go down past the adhesives and we get down to rhinestones. Oh my gosh, if you look at any of my videos, you know I'm putting rhinestones on just about everything. Stick around. I'm going to show you one more project that I'm going to add rhinestones to when I'm finished with this. To take your pick tool, a bone folder, a trimmer, you cannot take a scissors and cut a piece of paper in half and get a long cut that's a straight line. You've got to have a trimmer, unless you're using note cards, which, by the way, you can also buy from Stampin' Up! If you want. If you do stamping, if your paper crafting includes stamping, most stamps require a clear block. And then you get into coloring tools. And this is a really long list, guys, but I guarantee you everything on that list is something that I keep and I use all the time. And the consumables I am always replacing. So I'm going to pop you down to my work area and I'm going to show you a couple of them up close. And I'm going to show you how one project is better by using some of these basic tools. And at the end, I'll have a link to that list because this is really awesome. See how I created this list and I've got little check marks here? If you wanted, so if you decided to fill your stamp room with all of my favorite stuff, all you have to do is click add to cart. If you only want a couple of things on that item, then uncheck the ones that you don't want and hit add to cart. Hey, let me flip you over and show you a couple of these in action. So let's take a look at this project because there's a couple of things to show you about this one. First of all, I have the fine tip glue pen over here. This is an adhesive, but it also works as an embellishment. So check out the body of the butterflies. Isn't that cool? It's got that extra little bit of shine so that when somebody gets a card, pulls it out of their envelope, there's just that little thing that catches their eye and they say, oh, wait a minute, and they look even closer. Hey, there's another cool thing about these butterflies. Look at how they have some dimension. Okay, it almost looks like they're trying to fly up and off of the page. Okay, so what I did there was I bent the butterfly before I glued it on, but now I need a way to glue it to the page. I did not use this glue. It takes a little bit of time for this one to dry. So if you're going to use it as an embellishment, give it 20 minutes, half hour of dry time. But for here, what I did was I held it on with a glue dot. So if you don't have glue dots, I use those all the time. They're a great adhesive for something small like this. And then when you want to move around small things, I use the end of my take your pick tool to just maneuver things. And what I'm going to maneuver right now is, I said, I put rhinestones on everything. These, I can't even tell you how many of these I go through, but they come on a card. They are two different sizes. I'm just going to use two of them down here. And again, all I want is that teeny little bit of shine. What I did was I used my fingernails to transfer it to the point. So let's see. I should show you something else about this. I have seen people. Do you see this locks? I have another whole video on this awesome tool and how it's used. I have seen people push this off and pick it up that way, and that's great. Muscle memory serves me well for using the pokey tool, and the pokey end, it turns out, is actually the one that I use the most often. So what I'm doing here, just to give you the quick lesson, see how there's that little projection coming out of the hole, and then if you look on here, you will see there's a place where there's a little groove. So all you have to do is line up that projection in the groove, give it a little twist, and now it's locked into place. This is an awesome tool. This is so handy, again, to just pick up those little adhesive things and move them around wherever you want. Plus, you can make holes with it. So click the link. Check out the list, see how many of these things you don't yet have in your craft area, and you can just use it as a shopping tool to check your inventory on your consumables. Happy crafting. Have an incredible day. I'm Katie Johnson.